Hello, fam. Happy Valentine's Day. I mean, personally, I'm not been a fan of Valentine's Day right the past couple of years. It kind of just sucks, right? So we're going to do something different. We have a tendency, the divine feminine has a tendency to get really angry at the masculine for being so damn slow. I've seen a lot of readings right now talking about how divine masculines have to get over some fear, fear of rejection. And, you know, a lot of times that rejection isn't their fault. That could be traumatic childhood wounds. That could be past life wounds. That could be, you know, the trauma that was meant to be a tower, that meant to get them to do some shadow work and level up and change their way of operating. And we get mad at them for that because they seem to be so thick, right? Thick-headed. But I think that we need to look at what we need to be doing. Because he's not going to show up in a divine counterpart unless you are ready. So we need to, you know, I guess, stop bitching at him or about them and see what maybe we aren't doing, right? Everyone tells you this, but no one tells you how. Specifically how. And we're kind of a small collective still. You know, 150 or so followers on this channel. And some of them are divine masculines. So, we need to, you know, figure out what the hell are we supposed to be doing. I mean, sure, it's easy to say. I mean, be secure in yourself, but how do we do that? How do we show that? How do we show the universe that that is happening? I tried to do this reading once already, and the word just wouldn't come out. So I'm trying it again. Oh, and I also got interrupted because, you know, shut door apparently means nothing to anyone in this house except for me. So we're going to use the Wonderland and Oz deck, which is fairly new. And we're going to use the Shadowscapes Tarot to clarify. And maybe get a monster. I was going to use another Oracle deck, like the Goddess Oracle deck or something. It just didn't, no, Spirit said no, stick with the monsters. So we're sticking with the monsters, I guess. This deck is, these cards are thick. So bear with me here. All right, Spirit. Let's tell the Divine Feminines what we all need to know. What is our part? Maybe we're not doing our part well enough. I don't know. I don't know. That's why I'm asking. You know, at least give us something to do besides ignore them. Because that's what I keep hearing. You know, that's what I keep getting. There, I just broke my fingernail. Ignore them. Go do your thing. Okay. Okay. I couldn't possibly be doing more of my thing, you think, because, well, you haven't heard from them, you know. Whether they're runners or twin flames or soulmates you haven't found yet or haven't found you yet, right? We're all here on Valentine's Day. You know? So, this is a, you know, a collective reading. Take what jives and leave the rest behind. I do now offer private readings, personal readings. The link to all the information and my email address, just email me, is in the description box below. Email me. I'll send you a price list. And And keep in mind that the graphics on the list are the minimum that you'll have if you book a reading with me. The minimum number of cards per se. Usually I go a lot farther than that. Okay. So, Spirit, we're going to try this again. What does the Divine Feminine, what do they need to do to be the Empress and to draw in these slow-ass, busted-ass horse masculines? Sorry, there, I did it. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't irritated with my masculine, whoever that is. So, all right. Okay, what do we need to know, Spirit? What do the feminines need to know about this? What do we need to do? What's our job? Strength. Well, see, now that's interesting because that came up in the reading I tried to do earlier and I just couldn't make the words come out. Why strength, Spirit? Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. Why the Wheel of Fortune? Or no. Next card. Another card, please. Oh, there's our two. Okay. Interesting. Queen of Wands, King of Wands. Okay. Well, I just looked at the bottom here, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out. Here is the lion, the king of the forest, wrapped up and can't move. And this is the 8 of Swords. Right? I think that wants to come out. Under that is Temperance and the Chariot and the 9 of Swords. And the Moon, Page of Swords. Yeah, okay. So, a cold read would say you need to just, find some strength and be brave. You're leading the way, right? And if you're strong, they will be strong. Interesting, the difference here. This Queen of Wands, well, it's a chicken. Yeah. I feel like the Queen of Wands is internal, right? So the chicken is at home. The King of Wands is external energy, external passion. And he's out on a boat, right? He's out there fighting the good fight. I don't know. The Wheel of Fortune is divine timing and everything constantly changing. Yeah? And we need to be steadfast through the change. And we have to do this alone. If we are not with our divine masculine, we have to learn to do this alone. This is difficult. It's hard, and it seems it will get still harder yet for the feminine to exist independently. There's question about our voting rights. you know, I don't make the same salary that men do. I'm talking about physically, you know. They're still, feminines are still at a disadvantage. Women are at a disadvantage. You might not be a woman. It's fine. There's no gender in tarot. This is just an example. We are tasked with the home and the family, generally, right? Entire new human beings, we're tasked with those. And they have to be our number one priority. So maybe for years they were your number one priority. And now there's nowhere to go from here. Perhaps. Because that's what you've done. Those of you who have lost a divine masculine, a partner, sometimes you lose an awful lot of abundance and an awful lot of pentacles with that, yeah? We have to find our courage to be alone, to be solitary. And I'm with you. I hate it. I hate it. Being alone is a huge burden. It's a huge difficulty. It's a huge thing to overcome. All of the things that come with being alone. Yeah? Because you have kids, you have family, you can't just take care of yourself. You have to take care of everybody. So I think, you know, you need to learn to give more to yourself. Let's clarify. Let's clarify. Okay, why is the strength in the Eight of Swords here, Spirit? Well, look at me freaking dealing from the bottom. Oi! Okay. All right, why, Spirit? Thank you. Nine of Swords. Why is the Nine of Swords here, please? Why the Nine of Swords? Thank you. Eight of Wands. I think, you know, this is telling us that we have to shepherd our own thoughts. See, she's blowing away dandelion in this card. And I think that's what it's saying, is to, you know, put your intention out there, blow it away like a dandelion, like a wish. If you've ever played that game where you catch the fluff out of the air and then blow it away again and blow your wish out into the universe. And try not to worry about what they're doing. Don't even look at what they're doing. If you know who your DM is. You might not know. You might just think you know. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here, Spirit? Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? Can we have a clarification on the Wheel of Fortune, please? Thank you. The Hanged Man. Why the Hanged Man? Why the Hanged Man, please? Why the Hanged Man, please? Thank you. The Tower. Man, this just seems like it's telling me that you have to find a new perspective. You know. I was hoping for more detail than this, fam. I honestly was. Specific things. Of course, the Wheel of Fortune is everything constantly changing all the time, right? Nothing ever stays the same. I read something last night that said, if you had a bad day, know that tomorrow won't be today. Tomorrow will be a different day. And it might not be great either, but it won't be like today. It won't be today. To me, the Tower here kind of blends into the Nine of Swords. It's still about nightmares and worry and protecting your house. I mean, the Hanged Man is telling me, you know, do your spiritual work. Learn spiritual stuff. Do that corny self-help shit, I guess. I always hated that. The self-help shit. I mean, it just seemed like platitudes to me. It seemed like something to distract you. To give a bored mind a focus. And maybe some of it, I mean, everything has its dark side, and maybe some of it is like that, but the Hanged Man does this because they want perspective. They're forced to be patient. They're forcing themselves to be patient. They're forcing themselves to learn from their towers. So when the wheel turns, they'll have the knowledge or the armor they need to move along with the wheel turning. A lot of times it doesn't feel like the wheel is turning. I get it. Why is the King of Wands here, please? Why is the King of Wands here? Why is the King of Wands here? There they are. Thank you, Spirit. Six of Wands, victory. And the Hermit. So, because the feminine leads the way, this would indicate to me that, you know, the feminine goes inside the Hanged Man. Okay? The Hanged Man hangs upside down to get a new personal perspective, a new personal philosophy. And the Hermit goes out, right? They go out alone into the wilderness. And this night, he's, you know, kind of out in the wilderness. He's on a boat out there, not at home, away from home. trying to figure their own things out. And the Six of Wands is returning home victorious from a battle. So I've been seeing so many readings right now about the divine masculine needing to come in and speak, and apologies needing to be given and wanting to be given. An apology is a king thing, okay? The king is external. He affects things outside of his self. The queen is internal. She affects things internally. So the queen does inner work, and the king does outer work, puts themselves out there. So if you're in separation with someone, you need the Hanged Man and they need the Hermit. And that's what's happening right now. Maybe someday you'll become the lantern that they need. You see, he's got a lantern because he's the hermit, and he's got a torch. King of Wands, obviously. That's his wand, a torch. Seeking light. This also sort of, I mean, this is a small boat he's in. This also sort of says to me a little bit of the Six of Swords, moving on to calmer waters. It's been a long time since I have read either Alice in Wonderland or the Oz books, so I can't remember who Prince Inga is. That might help me if I did, if I did remember. Okay, the Queen of Wands. Why is it here? Why is the Queen of Wands here, Spirit? Let's move these a bit. I did make a little more room on the desk. This is my desk blotter, actually. It's a cutting mat because I have to protect my desk from all the creative insanity I get up to. So, all right. Queen of Wands. Why is it here? Ace of Pentacles. And why the Ace of Pentacles, Spirit? Why the Ace of Pentacles? Two of Wands. Yeah, you need to focus on your own abundance. They're out there doing whatever. We don't care what they're doing. They're probably fucking things up. Really. Stumbling around in the dark, outside, out among the Minglish, as the Amish say. Let's see. King of Swords on the bottom. Oh. I'm going to set that off to the side off camera for now. I can see it though, so don't worry. Go about your own plans. This character, riding the lion, he's alone. And he's looking off into the distance, making his own plans. And the Ace of Pentacles is abundance for you. It's a new beginning in abundance. So you have to, I mean, get your house in order, so to speak. This is also self-care of your physical body. So take care of yourself, take care of your surroundings, your inner world, which would be like your home. As a queen, it's the home, right? The oasis, the place where you go to recharge. Now, I've been guilty of neglecting self-care quite a bit. I don't really clean anymore. I spent a lot of years trying to make everything perfect, and that got me nothing. So I'm like, no, I'm not doing that shit anymore. I'm not doing it. I don't care. There's no reason. There's no return, right? Well, what we miss is that the return is for us. The feeling of having our ducks in a row, so to speak. Go on and be yourself. Go on and make your plans as if they did not even exist. Okay? We have to remember that depending on our soul contracts, depending on our ability to overcome hardship, sometimes this person never shows up. Especially if you're a twin flame. Sometimes this person never shows up. So we have to be self-sufficient in ourselves. And that's difficult. It's difficult. Especially when you yearn and you crave and you know, certain people, their life's purpose is nothing but to love. And when you have so much love and there's nowhere for it to go, you know, and you feel like you're going to explode from it, it makes us angry. Where do we put it? What do we do with it? And we have to put it in ourselves. We have to put our faith in ourselves and our hope in ourselves. See, you might be the feminine, but you're not some Disney princess waiting to be rescued. And honestly, I hate that image. You know? I hate that that's what we've taught our feminine children. But the good part about this is, Spirit does not expect you to do this perfectly. This masculine's certainly not going to be doing everything perfectly. Don't even look. Don't text. Because if you're in separation, I guarantee you, this guy, this masculine, I'm not going to say guy, I'm going to say masculine. There's no gender in tarot. He's going to do things that's going to hurt your feelings. Best not to even look. Because the point is not to hurt your feelings. The point is for them to learn lessons. Okay? And you don't need to be privy to any of it, because it's two separate people, two separate souls. And they have lessons to learn. And you have work to do. So don't even look. Don't even look. Pull yourself completely inward. Pull yourself back, right? And I'm not saying don't go out. I mean, pull yourself away from them until they get their shit together. Because the masculine is fighting a whole different set of circumstances than the feminine. I mean, so practice some self-care. Be easy, be gentle on yourself. You know, focus on your own spirituality and your own doubts. Because even if this person shows up, your doubts aren't going to go away. Separation is an opportunity. God, I hate saying that. I hate saying it. I know it's true, but I hate saying it because it triggers me when I hear other people say it, right? And sometimes we're just so damn tired. All right, let's get a wild thing for some advice. Okay, Spirit, thank you. Beware the happy toxins. Let's see. I'll show you the card. Beware the happy toxins. Now I'm going to get the book. Some of the prettiest plants are poisonous. Look at this situation from many angles. Well, it's on the hangman, right? I set it down right on the hangman. Play devil's advocate. You will be tempted to act, but discernment is what you need first. When you see happy, red, delicious berries, it's your job to investigate. Sometimes what is too good to be true is indeed good and true. Sometimes you get to devour all that tasty goodness, moving beyond fear and doubt to risk greatness. Other times you would be better off saying no and cleave to your current commitments. This is one of those times. Cling to your current commitments. That's yourself and your plans. This is one of those times. Enjoy the happy right now, but investigate it closely. Something isn't as it appears. Well, I also set it down on top of the wheel. Yeah, I think maybe, you know, I mean, don't wait. Don't wait for a divine masculine to make you happy. And I know it's easier said than done. But the universe doesn't care if it's big happy or little happy. You know? If you are happy cooking, then do that. And if you are happy making art, do that. You know? And be happy and recognize it in the moment. If it makes you happy to Netflix and chill, be grateful that you can Netflix and chill. You know what I'm saying? Find something little that makes you happy. It doesn't have to be big happy. Let's see. What, for example? This piece of celestite makes me happy. I got it on South Bass Island at the Geode Cave in Lake Erie. Let's see. I've got a cat on the back of my chair. She makes me happy. If old photographs make you happy, look at old photographs. Music makes you happy. Listen to the music. Maybe the song Happy resonates. Feral. Look for the little spots of happy, I think it's saying, you know? And doing things that make you happy is part of self-care. Yeah? And I just noticed that when I picked up the Shadowscapes deck, I left one card behind. So we're going to look. Page of Wands. We're going to take that as advice as well. She's playing a violin. Music. I would also say art. Something creative. Something that brings something into being. And you don't have to be good at it. Who freaking cares if you're good at it? You're only doing this for yourself. Right? Do something creative. Because when you do something creative, you open yourself up to inspiration, to spirit. All creativity is divine. Well, my fellow divine feminines, I really hope this helps. I mean, yeah, I think it's just telling us things we already know, but a lot of times tarot does that. It tells you things you already know. But sometimes it can, you know, cut through the fog and give you a point to focus on, a light at the end of the tunnel. Work on yourself. Do something you like. Wallow in your own braveness and in your own courage. Don't be afraid to be the strong one. I mean, you are the strong one, right? You're the one. I mean, inaction is sometimes more difficult than action. And often the feminine has to put their actions inward as opposed to out in the world. So take care of yourself. Take care of yourself first. Don't rely on any masculine to do that. Yeah. It's so hard for me to do these readings because I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. And I'm here thinking, what more can I possibly do? Right? I'm the type of person who does what's needed. Right? And I will research myself into total confusion. But part of this is letting go of the outcome. You know? Keep in mind, you might not even know who this person is. You might not even know. They might not even be here yet, right? Oh, fam, I love you. I hope this helps somewhat. I feel like I wanted it to be more helpful, but maybe there's just a few of you that needed to hear this. I don't know. I only pull the cards I feel called to pull. So we got, you know, over here, temperance, patience, balance, the chariot, you know. The chariot can be fast motion. It can also be stopping to get your bearings. Yeah. Bottom of the other deck, King of Swords, Three of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, Temperance again, Temperance twice, Patience, King of Cups behind the Patience. Ay, ay, ay. Abundance. Ten of Pentacles is abundance in the 3D, and it doesn't necessarily mean money or items or objects. It is how you view and steward objects as well in the 3D, and your own self. Three of Wands, moving on with your plan, right? Speaking your truth. All right, fam. I hope this helps. Love you. Bye.